Disconnect power supply before servicing. Good advice. Hello there, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be continuing to look at my Macintosh Quadra 800. If you missed the first video in this series, please click the link up here or in the video description text box and you'll be all caught up. But essentially, I'm trying to clean up and fix up this computer so I could use it as a challenge for some of my daily tasks. But this thing is really dusty and dirty, so let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to do is try and clean the front of this machine. Now, it is very dirty, but the plastic can kind of be brittle, so I'm going to have to be extra careful. So I'm just going to get some alcohol here and some paper towels, and we're just going to gently try and clean the front of this machine. Now, although the color of this thing is yellowed a little bit, I'm not going to bother retrobarding this for this challenge. It's just something I'm not going to do, but I am going to try and clean it up a little bit. I'm going to try just very lightly. I'm not even putting any pressure on the paper towel. This I don't feel too bad about pressing hard on because it's one larger piece. That seems to have gotten rid of that little spot there. There's tons of them on here, so this might take a while. Now there is a bit of a texture to the front panels here, so that just makes this extra difficult to get off, unfortunately. Alright, well, doing that I got a good chunk off the side there, but it doesn't really help the rest of the machine, now does it? Oh boy. Oh, I just breathed in some of that alcohol. Oh, that is strong stuff. Not strong enough to remove all these stains, apparently. You might have to go with a toothbrush for some of these areas. Well, we seem to be making some subtle progress, not as much as I'd like, but we're going to keep going. I'm going to put some tape over the front of the bezel there, where the logo and the text are, because I don't want anything to happen to that area. No matter how much alcohol I dump on this thing, yeah, nothing too tough there, just to protect it a little bit. I'm a little concerned. Just a wee bit protective. The heck is going on outside? Huh. What I also think I'm going to try and do is get this yellow orangey sticker off. It doesn't add anything to the computer, and it's just a number written on there. So it looks kind of ugly. Even if we can't get all the scratches and stuff off of here, we can at least clean up that sticker area. This sticker does not want to come off. Just let the Goo Gun do its work for a few minutes. Right, well, the sticker is coming off, but it's coming off piece by piece, so this may take a while. It actually may help me to take the front off of this. Rather than have it anchored to the computer. Being as gentle as I can be with this thing. Oh, jeez. This is not one of the easier computers I've cleaned, I can tell you that. I don't know if I'm ever getting this stuff off. Yeah, it's that texturedness to there's a very fine texture on the plastic, and I'm sure that is just making the most annoying job for me right now, where I'm just trying to let this stuff just get out of there. Come on. At least we get this sticker off, maybe. You can just see the color difference now. So where the circle is, that's the original color, or close to the original color of the machine. And you can see it's a little bit different color. I wouldn't say it's yellowed as much, but it's just a bit of a different color there. I don't know if I'm actually getting that off, or I'm scraping little bits of tiny pieces of plastic off of the case here. I have absolutely no idea. I'm not making a dent on this thing, and I've been going for over 15 minutes. Just on this one section. Oh my. Yuck. Just see if I could get any, just like one piece of this stuff off here. Just one area. I don't know what this stuff is, but it's not coming off. Thankfully, this side is metal, so I don't have to worry too much about pushing too hard, but still, this is not coming off. Now I know why people just spray paint things to look new instead of trying to, get all the stains out themselves. My goodness. There's some rust on the inside here. Thankfully it's only a little dot, but still, I'm going to try and clean it up as best I can. Alright, so I've been spending the better part of an hour trying to clean this case, and unfortunately, although I've made some progress, and from far away it looks okay, there's still a lot of little scratches and black marks that I just can't get rid of. So if anybody has any suggestions or super solutions that they've, concocted themselves to get some of this stuff out, by all means let me know, but, this plastic is textured, it's old, and, yeah, we're just gonna call it here, and maybe we'll revisit this if we have to. Now originally I was thinking of replacing this bezel with one that can accommodate a CD drive. Now I don't have a brand new bezel, but I do have one that I could use from like an 8500 Power Macintosh that would fit right in there. But when I went to look at them, the color was just too far off. The Power Macintosh was a bit yellowed, and the plastic is so brittle here, I don't want to risk breaking it off of the Power Macintosh and then breaking this one off of this. So I think I'm just going to leave it stock. I have external CD drives if I really want to use one, and I don't know necessarily for this challenge if I'm going to be using a CD-ROM drive a lot. And if I am, maybe I'll just have an external one. Who cares? Maybe that'll be add to the aesthetic or something like that. I don't know. But I think we got this thing as clean as we're going to get. So let's move on to the next step here. Next is going to be cleaning out the internal part of this computer. It's very dusty. I have not cleaned this out since I got it. There's dust all over the floppy drive there. So this is probably going to be equally as annoying as the outside of the case. But let's get to it. Now this grill part is particularly annoying because all the dust is just sitting in these grooves. Let's see if we could get that out with a toothbrush. There's this sticker that somebody put on here, like they labeled the numbers of the cables, and then they wrote on the machine too, which is kind of annoying. We'll see if we could get some of this stuff off. This computer definitely had a hard life. Alright, we got the number 3 off there. Alright, we got the number 2 off there. Ah, this is horrible. It's just separating into multiple layers. Let's see if I tilt this on its side. Maybe this stuff will stay on it a little bit more. Oh, I didn't even notice that. There's an Apple Care sticker on the bottom. That is really cool. So it was issued October 1st, 1995, because the expiration date on the case is October 1st, 1996. Okay, that's really cool. We'll definitely be leaving that sticker on. This sticker is just hell to get off. Jeez. We're almost there. Okay, well it took almost 20 minutes, but we have that rear sticker off, so that looks a little bit neater. Now I'm just trying to get this number away from the serial number sticker here. I don't want to ruin the sticker or anything, but okay, so I think the back of this looks a little bit better. It's not perfect, but you know what? It looks better than it did before, so. Oh boy, that sticker was a pain in the butt to get off. What's nice is there are these little icons here for the ports that are on the back of the computer, which is nice. Now I'm going to try and get the power supply out of here just so I can get some of that dust off. What you have to do is sort of push this little clip here up, and it's sort of hard to see from this angle, and then I think you just slide this over, hopefully. There we go. It just comes right out like that. You can see all the dust inside of there. And you can also see how much dust is where the power supply used to be. I don't think I've seen this thing look so clean. I guess we could take apart the whole thing and get to the fan, but the majority of the dust is... I don't see much dust inside, it's just around this rim. There's some in there. Should we take it apart? Should we take it apart? Should we take it apart? Can I take it apart? I guess we can. Alright, so let's see if we could quickly open the power supply to get some of that dust out from the inside. I don't know how far we're going to get because some of these things are built like puzzles, but we'll see. Yeah, something tells me that this is much harder to take apart than previously anticipated. Unless I just have to keep taking apart these screws and such, and I don't know. I've never done this before. Does that kind of help? Maybe this could slide? Looks like it kind of wants to. There we go. All right. Kind of wants to come out. Oh, come on. So we got the side off, and now we're blocked by this circuit board that is soldered. So the only way we're going to get access to that is by taking off the rest of the metal shielding here. But we're going to go as far as we can just to get this as clean as possible, and also just to check that, make sure that none of the capacitors in here look suspicious, but hopefully that's not the case.
Whoa! Oh my goodness, there's a lot of dust in there.
Alright, so this is the side of the fan that we cleaned previously, just a quick brushing, and yeah, this is the other side. So tons more dust on here to get off. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Now let's try and remember how this thing went on. Ah, boy. Alright, this goes like, nope, no, like that. Okay. Okay, so we finished our deep clean of that Quadra 800, and yeah, some of those stains on the front and the side are still bugging me, but hopefully we can get those off eventually. Now what I do need is a power cable that goes on the logic board to the power supply, and I have no idea where that is right now, but I'm going to keep looking. So powering this machine on will unfortunately have to wait till the next video. Be sure to stay tuned for our next update when we tidy up some hardware, power on the machine, and install the operating system. I hope you enjoyed this deep cleaning of this Quadra 800. It's taken a lot of time to do it, but I think it's going to be well worth it in the end. If you like these sorts of videos, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. You can always follow me on Twitter and Instagram. My handle is Mac84TV. And if you want to support me on Patreon, well, just go to patreon.com/Mac84, and you can see all the details of how to support me there. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you here next time right here on Mac84.